Alright guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to be talking about how success does not happen overnight. And the reason I'm doing this video, guys, is that I now know from a lot of the comments I've read in videos, some very nice emails I've gotten from you guys, is that a lot of you guys are out there now setting goals for yourself, doing things to improve your bodies, improve your health, get a better job, start businesses, things like that, which I think is awesome. And I want to really talk about is how you have to understand for a lot of you guys is that if you haven't figured this out already, is that oftentimes when you set goals, we all start off really enthusiastic about the goals and have high hopes that we're going to achieve this with a short period of time. And most of the time, guys, to have success in whatever it is you're pursuing, it takes time. And unfortunately, we live in an instant gratification society. Technology has really made it possible to get things very quickly and achieve certain things quickly. And the problem is that now people have been so conditioned to this that if they're not getting results in whatever they're doing right away with that same type of instant gratification attitude, they just throw up their hands in the air and quit. And they end up missing out on something really great that they can do. So I really want to, talk about this and hit home here to help you guys out so that when you guys are working hard for whatever dreams, whatever goals you have, you don't get derailed because of that. And the thing is this, guys, is that I've mentioned this before in other videos, but I'm a personal trainer. I own my own personal training company. And as you can imagine, I work with people of all backgrounds, all shapes and sizes, all ages, men and women. Most of my clients are women. And their number one goal almost always is to lose weight. And I've had some people that, just want to lose 10, 15 pounds. I've had other people want to lose 50 pounds, 70 pounds. Big, hard challenges these people want to achieve. And when I first meet with a new client and they tell me about their goals and things they want to do, a lot of them that want to lose weight, really, their expectations are off. They really think they can achieve this much faster than they can and still remain healthy. And I make it a point to always be very direct and honest with my clients and tell them that, let's just say you have a woman that wants to lose 50 pounds. Okay. And she generally hopes to achieve that a lot quicker than I think she can. And I'll tell her, I'll tell her a certain period of time I think that she can probably achieve it on the basis that she works out with me a couple days a week, does exercises and cardio on her own, and also, just as important, completely transforms her diet, starts eating very clean and healthy, things like that. Greatly minimize alcohol, junk food, processed food, stuff like that. And I tell her what I think will happen and a healthy rate of weight loss per month and so forth. And interestingly, I've been very fortunate that even though I tell people this and I'm very direct with it and I'm honest, because I don't run a business where I'm lying and saying what I can to get people to sign up with me. I think that's wrong. A lot of trainers do that. I refuse to do that. They appreciate that. And I risk some people walking away thinking that, this guy can't give me what I want and I'm going to go to somebody else telling me what I want to hear. I ain't going to do that. But the point is this, guys, is that I make them aware from the get-go it's going to take time. And I also make them aware that there are going to be setbacks along the way. So any of you guys have ever lost any weight, or if you're thinking about this applies to you. Whatever goal you may achieve, whatever thing you want to make happen in your life, you're also going to have setbacks. They're going to come out of nowhere. Like if you want to lose weight, let's just say you're working hard, it's been a few months, you're dropping some pounds, you're shaping up, and all of a sudden you bang up your knee or your elbow or your shoulder. And that will greatly reduce some of the exercises and training techniques that you can do. And a lot of people might end up throwing their hands up in the air and quitting, especially if they're on their own. I got clients right now that the clients that are older, that they may have a bad knee, or all of a sudden their elbow starts hurting them, or all of a sudden their shoulder, or some other issue that comes out of nowhere. And we find a way to work around it. So with you guys working hard to achieve your goals, whatever it happens to be, aside from the fact that you need to understand that it's going to take longer than you expect, and you have to have a realistic time frame when you want to achieve these goals, you're also going to have setbacks. And it's a pain in the ass and it's frustrating, but you have to understand they're going to happen and you have to push through them. Okay? And this is why, when you're a kid, we do sports and things like that. It's so important that we're taught early on not to be a quitter. Because in life, life's fucking hard. and there's going to be roadblocks and setbacks and people trying to sabotage you, and you got to learn how to roll the punches, so to speak, expect setbacks, and do things, find ways, be resourceful enough to get around them and keep on grinding, okay? And so, again, to these people that are my clients, and they may, literally, they're 50 years old and older, and just one day they're waking up and this body part hurts, or this body part hurts, I say, okay, we're going to do this, this, and this to train around that. Or if they injure themselves for a long time doing other activities. I mean, I got a guy, he's in his early 50s. He's always injuring himself because he does a lot of activities outside of working out with me. And it's always something. So it's like, all right, tell me what's wrong. We find a new way to get around it. And we always do. And over time, the guy's lost weight, gotten himself in good shape. But guaranteed, every few months, there's always some new thing. Like one day, he was having a Super Bowl party, this is a few years ago, and he and his buddies, they got drunk and started having a bench press contest. And of course, my client wanted to win, and he pushed himself so hard that he screwed up his shoulder. And then he couldn't do a lot of certain upper body exercises for months. Okay? And I was like, for God's sakes, man. But he knew he fucked up. And, but he kept going. He didn't quit his working out. I helped him find ways to get around it. And that's what happens in life. Whatever goal if you're trying to start a new business, I promise you, no matter what high hopes you have, it's going to take time to build up your client list. It's going to take time to make those big sales. And it takes time to learn your style, but you'll get there. And you're going to have setbacks along the way that's going to cause you a lot of headaches and frustration. When I started my personal training company, I only started with a couple clients, and I knew it was going to take time. And I had already gained this knowledge all throughout my life about, when you set goals, it takes time. And there were times it was very frustrating, but I started getting more clients and more clients and more clients. Then I lost a couple clients. You just keep going and going with it. And eventually, I started doing so well that I became book solid before all this, COVID crap happened. And it was great. But here's the thing. Early on, I thought it would take me longer to get where I wanted to be. I had already, pushed the goalpost way further because I've learned that things generally take longer. I lucked out because I was very hardworking and did everything I could to market myself. And that was a rare example where things happen quicker. But then again, this setback of the COVID happened. And I didn't have anybody to train for 3 months except for a few Skype sessions here and there. You roll the punches. You got to deal. You have setbacks. Shit happens, and you learn to deal with it. But now I'm back in business. I'm training all these people outside because right now we really can't do it inside because gyms aren't open here yet. At least not for another month. I'm finding a way. So again, with your goals, they generally take longer. You're going to have setbacks. You got to find ways to be resourceful to get around them, and you'll get there. Okay? And so I'm now seeing people. I'm training people. It's a good time. I'm not back to full time like I was prior, but I'm getting there. And probably in the next month or so, hopefully I will be. But this hardened me. This helped me to learn to be resourceful and to keep pushing. So whatever goals you may have, lose a bunch of weight, start a new business, get a promotion at work, anything you're striving towards, understand it's going to take time. Understand that you're going to have setbacks. They're going to get in the way. And you got to be resourceful enough and driven enough to keep pushing through that and not quit. Quitting is not an option. If it's your dream, if it's to make your life better, there's no quitting. Always find a way. Find a way, not a way out. Because most people in this world would just quit and then spend the rest of their life being bitter and bitching about it and blaming somebody else for them not having what they wanted to achieve. And of course, hating on others that have achieved things that they couldn't achieve. Okay? Always push yourself. Always try to find a way. And understand in time with enough hard work, enough dedication, grinding, putting that grind in every day taking action to push yourself a little closer to your goal, you'll get there, I promise you. And when you do, it's going to feel so great. It feels so much better when you had to work hard at something and go through a lot than just something being given to you and falling in your lap. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know about some of the challenges you guys have had in reaching your goals and what you did to overcome them. These are great things for people to read. They're trying to improve their lives. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I will talk to you next time.